Hey guys, welcome back to the Bad Boys After Show. I'm your host, Maher Ahmed.
And I'm your co-host, Meeko Taylor.
And tonight we got a special guest. We told you guys that we wanted to bring some people on the show so that they can talk about what they thought about the episodes. Tonight we got Brandon. How are you?
Hi, you guys. I'm pretty good. And yourselves?
I'm doing well. And sorry, I knew that we're just going to talk about it. And just to begin with, we're going to say that we are probably going to end up accidentally cutting each other off. There are three of us now. It's already hard enough with two people. But guys, just so you know, the reason why this is coming out so late, me, Meeko, and Brandon have done this once before for episode 7, and the footage somehow got deleted. Zoom basically deleted all our stuff, so I apologize to everybody. But we are going to recap a little bit about episode 7 before we get into episode 8 for you.
Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, sorry, guys. But so I mean, I think the first thing that I remember from episode 7 is, you know, the fight with Carrion and Milan. That was it was a cliffhanger from episode 6, and then they showed the rest of it. And like at this point, I was just so over their shit, and that fight was unnecessary, especially since Milan kept saying that he didn't want to fight and he was over the drama.
I just think, I feel like, you know how I feel about the situation. Like, I just felt like it was dragged, stupid, and just petty, and what you mad for type situation. I do feel, though, Carrion did get a little childish a little bit towards the end. Like, I know that I would not apologize. Like, I don't really have nothing to apologize for. Maybe some of the things that I said in reacting to what you said, you know, but he didn't have to like be childish like that and continue it on too. So I don't know. I just thought it was just like the most pointless fight of the whole season. Besides like William, it was like a William and Dylan situation.
Exactly. It really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty dumb too, especially because like Milan was making it seem like he didn't want to fight, but I feel like he kind of picked the fight in the studio, like at least to start the argument. It didn't have to get to blows, but I just thought it was kind of stupid how he didn't want to fight after he kind of made the argument like the big deal, and then he expected Carrion to apologize first. So I don't know. I didn't like that, but I also do feel like Carrion was being a little childish because he could have just been like, even if I'm not fucking with it, we can let it go and just let bygones be bygones because they have been fighting the whole time anyway. So
wasn't Milan the one to say in his interviews, like, this whole fighting thing is breaking my heart? And I'm like, what your actions and what you're saying in your interviews are completely the opposite. It's not adding up.
Milan is such an actor to me. It's just so funny to hear like the words that he says and like how he articulates himself. It's just like it's fun. It's like, you know what you're doing, you know, trying to win a Grammy or something. It's just it's just my heart. He's just so dramatic.
No, literally, because I'm sure we'll get into it, but he was being really fake in this episode, and that's when I knew he was an actor, because he went, I know we'll talk about it a little bit later, but he went from telling William like, oh, you're good, like you did your shit, to going to Gutta and be like, oh, he already got beat up, like there's no need for you to go over there.
Right.
And I was just
right.
Yeah, that's episode 8.
Yeah, you
were. Episode 8. We got a lot to talk about.
Again, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Honey child, because episode 8.
Yeah,
was juicy.
We'll get into that. But with episode 7, one thing that I really liked about Moolah, which I never thought I would say, I think he's coming around. He's coming around a bit, because he ended up yelling at everybody, and he was like, "Yo, like this shit is so not worth it. Like we're fighting over nothing. Let's get past it. Like fuck this shit. Like let's make this money." And that was the first time where I was like, "Okay, Moolah." Okay.
Yeah, I really liked Mulan this episode. He started to grow on me. And I was seeing the maturity in him. He's like me. Like, this shit is dumb. Like, what is y'all fighting over? We supposed to be like, remember, I was like a united force. Like,
right,
stick together. Like, so kudos to Moolah.
Yeah, I definitely think that in the beginning he wasn't as likable, but now I'm starting to warm up towards him because he's not I feel like in the beginning he felt more defensive, and it feels like he's starting to open up a little bit to everybody instead of just being as closed off as he was in the beginning and just trying to be like, nah, keep all that away from me. So I appreciate it.
I think they're both getting a little bit more comfortable in the house. They're both understanding that these men that are gay are not just there to hit on them. And I think they can realize now that they can be in the same space, in the same house with these men, coexist without it being awkward or sexual or whatever they thought was going to happen. So they're kind of like not separating from each other, Curtis and Moolah, but they're being their own people. And that I'm starting to like more.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too, like, because if you notice, Curtis kind of opened up and was like, he's never had gay friends before. And then he acknowledged Gutta as his friend, like, considered my friend. So it makes sense, like, maybe they haven't been open or they haven't been around the community like that. So they just didn't know. So it's just like ignorance, you know what I mean? And so maybe they felt like they had to be like a guard up or like, had to extra let it be known. But now that they're kind of in the house and, they're getting to know everybody and they're getting comfortable and they see like, they're just regular people like me. It's like something different, like, So I think it's cool. I'm glad that is changing around. The narrative is changing for them and they're starting to like become likable. Because Curtis is really, really cute. I would like hate not to like him.
Yeah. I think that conversation just should have happened a little bit earlier. I think if it did, everybody would have been more comfortable, like including Mulan and Curtis. If they said, look, this is the only reason why we feel this way, I think the other guys would have been able to give them that clarity and that comfort to be like, look, like, we're not those type of people. You don't have to worry about that. You'll see, it might take you a couple days to warm up to us and get comfortable with us, but don't worry, we're not going to hit on you. We're not trying to do anything weird.
Yeah, because I feel like if they would have went that way about it, it would have avoided all the fights in the beginning, like even the ones between who fought in the beginning?
Milan and Curtis when he
and
Carrion as well. Yeah, I feel like those fights could have easily been avoided had they had that conversation. Just because I feel like you said, walking into the situation I'm not a straight man, but I'm sure walking into the situation as a straight man and not being around gay people or exposed to the type of lifestyle that they live all the time, it's not easy to like completely understand where they're coming from. So yeah.
I feel like I have to disagree. I feel like that conversation coming in straight in, like, it's kind of like weird and awkward. Like, I don't know, y'all, like, I don't need to let y'all in on my business like that. I feel like that just had to happen naturally for them to like open up and get, used to everybody like it did. Those fights were, I think fights were forced anyways. Like they needed something to pop off. So if it wasn't going to be Carrion and Moolah, it was going to be somebody. Like, you know what I mean?
Something else.
You're right. Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Yeah, I feel like those type of situations kind of happen naturally, like unfold naturally, like, you know what I mean? Like, because they can be gay, right? But he might not like them as a person, not because they're gay, but they do too
True.
much. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Like, so you have to like get to know a person really and get to fill them out for yourself and see if, okay, I can rock with you, you cool, you not so cool, like, so. But either way it goes, I'm glad that it's turning out the way that it is.
Yeah, me too. But let's talk about the biggest part of the episode, which goes into episode 8. Jonathan coming in. And Meeko, we talked about this prior in the episode 6 thing where we were like, we feel like Jonathan is going to come in here and steal Milan's spotlight. That's what we wanted. And this motherfucker has been shook over Jonathan, and I'm loving every second of it.
Right? So did you guys notice Milan's body language, his energy, his everything just changed as soon as that door walked open and Jonathan walked in? Like,
between his
he
legs.
didn't have to say anything. It was just like everything changed. Like he was quiet, like he looked nervous.
So sheepish.
He really did.
Walked around that house sheepishly, tail between his legs. Like, I've never seen him like that before, ever.
He called somebody. He called for backup, and there wasn't even a fight. Jonathan wasn't even being confrontational. Like, he was being cool, and he still had to call somebody. Like, he just
knew. He just knew it was gonna be up.
And I told you guys this before, but I kind of wanted to talk about it again because I just still find it so funny that, and I don't know how they made this happen or how Jonathan agreed to this, but apparently Jonathan said that it was so bad and Milan was so like scared or whatever the case may be that he wanted to go home. He was like, I'm done with the show. Like if he tries to take my room, I'm going home. So production told Jonathan, like, please, like, just come to a hotel for the night so that he stays and he doesn't go home, and then we'll bring you in tomorrow. And that's exactly what happened. But they made Jonathan be like, okay, well, I'll stay at a hotel tonight, but I'm coming back.
I hate that. I said this before. I really hate that production does that. They, I know that they put like a lot of time and money into casting these people. So when a cast member wants to leave, they try to do everything they can to get them to stay, so they don't have to lose out on that investment. But to do it in an extent like that, like, come on, like, you guys are making this dude have a big head, like, because of the shit that you guys like, begging him to stay, ask Jonathan to sleep at a hotel so Milan could stay. Like,
right,
Jonathan's just as big as Milan in my eyes, but I don't know. I think that was pretty like lame of Milan.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
that ain't
too.
your room, bro. It's nobody's room. That's
right. You didn't pay for this house. You
went here
for nobody's. 2 weeks.
It's nobody's room, but also like I feel like if it was anybody else in the house, he would have wanted to fight. He would have been ready to fight, and he wasn't ready to fight Jonathan at all. Mm-hmm. Even if he wasn't scared, he wasn't ready to fight in that moment.
He picks and chooses his battles.
Yeah, that would have been Carrion. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
right.
Yeah, you are.
You're right. And no, I agree with the whole production thing because it's like, if this is a reality show, I know it happens all the time. Like, production always has something to do with the show. They're gonna, I mean, that's why people always say it's not real reality. It's partly scripted. It's like, just let it flow naturally. If he wants to leave, if this dude who has all these followers and you think that he's carrying the show, if he wants to leave, let him go. Like, and let it flow naturally and watch this guy, Jonathan, fucking take over the house.
And it would have been a good edit anyways, because he was just so Chicago 2 episodes ago, and now he's ready to go, and nobody even touched him. So it would have been a perfect exit for me. It was like, you did all that in the beginning just to turn out. I mean, he still looks lame because he called for backup, but you know, like.
But what would it be like if Milan left and then Rico or whatever his name is didn't come? Yeah. It probably, like, they need it for the controversy and the drama. Like, I don't think there's anybody else that's turning up in the house.
That's the thing, is that clearly these people are fighting over stupid shit, like, you know, the room situation with Anthony. So it's like they'll clearly still do it. You know, what if it gets boring? Eventually, they're gonna be like, okay, guys, like, let's just have a fake fight right here, or we'll make up later, because they did it all throughout this season already. So it's like, if Milan went home, I feel like it would still be a good show, and I think people will just have more of their own spotlight without him there.
I feel like that too. I feel like it'll give some of the other guys a chance to shine. Well, honestly, everybody is getting their little like shine on, except for Dylan. Like, come on, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay, can we go into episode 8, because there is something that I need to talk about Dylan. Like, Dylan, what the bonnet? The bonnet.
Oh my God!
What made you think you could do that?
The same thing.
I sat there in confusion. I didn't say
anything. Confusion. What was up with the bonnet, bro? I'm offended.
That silk hair did not need a bonnet.
Look, I'm not even part of the community, but like, I was sitting there with my sister and her husband, and we were all just like, who the fuck does he think he is? What kind of hair do you think you have? Like, what? I was mad confused. And then he started.
I had that same bonnet.
And then he started talking about, ooh, Jonathan's a replacement. Like, you're not about to come in here and take this room. Like, you ain't gonna do that shit. It's like, Dylan, stop. Stop.
Honestly,
not the right person.
You don't want those. You don't want. That's not the right one.
You don't want that.
He didn't want William smoke. He definitely don't want Jonathan.
Because baby, if Jonathan sees that and then he sees you at the reunion, like, you want to get a chair to your head just like Rio.
I just feel like, that whole confessional gang banging is just whack. It's like, I know that, you want to give BGC vibes with the whole replacements and things like that. But I feel like sometimes people should just mind their own business when it comes to certain things, because as you guys can see, that whole room situation is escalating out of control. Dylan, just sit this one out, bro.
And
right.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and even if they did ask you, like in your confessional for your opinion, there's still a way to word it that doesn't come off disrespectful. I guess if that makes sense. He could have easily been like, I don't agree with him trying to take the room, but that's none of my business, and he could have left it at that.
Literally took the words from my mouth. That's exactly what I was just gonna say. And that's why, like some people can be like, oh, well, they asked me a question and I answered it. So just word it differently to a point where you won't get somebody to want to punch you in the teeth. Like, it's not that hard. But I mean, yeah, that I feel I like Dylan. I just wish that he would have a better, like, more of a presence without just like doing
the most
nothing, and either doing the most or standing there and being a houseplant.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like it's so many like strong personalities there. It like, I don't know. I just feel like he needs to like find his niche.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was in his casting tape that stood out from the rest. Do that.
Well, that's the thing, is that I think it might be what he tried to do at the beginning in the first episode, which is like act hard towards Will. I think he kind of put on what he wasn't planning to like deliver on the show. I think he like, I don't think he understood like what that these people were really going to be on go if like he tried them the way that he was expecting to.
Right. I don't know. I just wish he would figure it out what he's got to do.
Well, there was another good scene in episode 8 where finally Milan and Carrion apologized to each other.
Yeah.
I like that. Because of Dorelli. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's about time. And yeah, that's see, again, another scene where I was like, I like Darrell. Mm-hmm. Coming around being the peacemaker, and it was about time. I mean, that was just dragging on for too long, and
it really was.
Carrion could, accept his wrongs. Both of them could, so I like that.
It really was. Even though Milan is still really messy, and like, because like they filmed this months ago, and like he was like online talking shit and stuff like that. Like, he's
online talking about everybody, like
that's gonna be
5-year-old.
An interesting reunion.
I'm sorry, it's just like, dude, you need to grow up. Like, the show's over. Like, I get it, you have a reunion coming up, and maybe you're trying to make people anticipated for that, but it's too much. Like, every day you're posting about each person on the show. And you have me blocked and I still see all of it somehow. That's saying a lot.
That he still has you black from Love and Hip Hop days.
Right.
I can't believe you was on your trolling here.
Look, this was when I was like 17, okay? It's not my fault. I was young and stupid and I didn't care. I was probably on Twitter talking shit,
I want to know what you were saying.
Me too. I really do.
I have no idea what I was saying.
Oh my God, not to be petty, y'all, but did you see on the Zeus page that they posted like the throwback of all the bad boys and Milan been bald since forever? I was like, because somebody was in the comment and they was like, how long has Milan been bald? And I was like, damn, low key, that's petty, but he has been bald. Like, that picture was old as fuck. You could tell that picture was old.
It's an old picture, but you know what? That was the look back in the day. Not for me, but like if you like, but like Joe, like back in the like 90s, like late 90s, like all them.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Bald heads, and that was considered sexy for them. Milan is old.
Right.
Oh, and I'm pretty seasoned, so.
Not pretty seasoned.
Right. Well, because I don't call myself old, but I'm young. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's okay. Michael calls me old all the time.
Who called you old?
Michael calls me old all the time, and I'm 28, and I'm like, damn, I'm not even in my 30s yet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's old.
I wonder what he think I am then. I'm a grandma. If you old, what the fuck? That's what I say. Oh yeah, I'm just just a little seasoned.
Right.
Marinated a little bit.
You guys
but yeah, no, he so in his defense, he probably wasn't bald headed, like receded hairline.
Now he bald. Now
he probably has to be bald now, but he probably was just going for that, like Tyrese used to wear a bald head like that.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're right. Tyrese, everybody used to wear it.
Yeah, like and if he was trying to be a model, which it looks like he was trying to be one of those models, Tyrese used to be a model too. So that's probably the look he was going for. I would assume.
On the same note, I know you were talking about the throwback picture and stuff. Other people were commenting saying that his head was differently shaped. They were like, did he get... Someone said that did he get head surgery?
He just got bigger. Hold on, guys. I'll be
right. She said, well, yeah, I guess she's right. That because when your body...
Is it what?
Yeah, like he leveled out. Like, you know when your body catch up to your head? Like when you gain all the weight in the rest of your body?
I mean, it's just like...
He was skinnier back then, and
it was just like the sides of his head just look pointier, or like they look pointier now, or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go do it. I'm gonna have to do my examinations
side by side.
I'm like, who gets head surgery?
Because I don't think you can do head. I don't think you can get head surgery.
I don't know. That sounds painful. I mean, they were also saying that he has like artificial abs and shit. But I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Filters too.
Yeah, there's just so much like going around from this show, and it's like these boys are petty as fuck on the internet.
Hella.
Like, I thought the Jocelyn Cabaret girls were bad. These
boys got them all beat. They got us beat. Jocelyn's crew beat. They take the cake. So it's a party going on. They partying. And here comes William.
Wait, you skipped my favorite part. Wait, before we get into that, because
what was it?
You guys, when Dorelli went in the room and he was talking to Milan and Curtis and he did his straight voice when they were all in their bonding.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I like that little moment. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was super funny. Because like, as a gay man, I didn't have a lot of straight friends, and when I appreciated the straight friends that I had that were guys, just because like we can have like little kiki moments like that and not just be weird. It's always, I don't know. I appreciate him.
And it was definitely more so Curtis that was being cool about it. He seems like so much more chill now.
He really does. I love Curtis's energy now. So you guys also remember in the room when Mula, I believe it was, he said that, he said to Curtis not to take it personally if he saw a stripper twerking in his face. And I just didn't understand why he would have to take that personally. But I feel like maybe it's because he was saying it in the sense of like, oh, if I have a badder bitch than you and my face shaking her ass, don't be jealous, like type shit. That's the way I took it.
They sleeping in that bed together.
I was gonna say, I think he just used the wrong word. He probably meant to say, "Don't judge me."
Oh, okay.
I hope so.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Yeah. It was definitely just like weird wording, but people were talking about it. I remember we were talking about it in the comments, and they were like, "Did anybody notice that?" And I meant to bring that up, but I literally completely forgot about it.
Oh my god,
that is pretty funny though.
But Meeko, back to you. What were you saying about the party?
William came to the party. Were you guys surprised to see William there?
Yes, very much so. I didn't. Okay. Actually, I saw online, but I had already had a sneaking suspicion. William said that he didn't say it verbatim, but he was basically like, if y'all give me a bag, of course I'm gonna show up, like type shit. So I feel like he didn't show up just because he wanted to show up. It was more like the producers needed something else to happen other than what was going on.
But did y'all see his face when he walked in? Like his face, he was like, when he was near Anthony, he was ready to fight. Like I kept saying when the scene was going on, and I was like, why does William, like, this looks like a setup, like they're going to fight him, like they're going to jump him or something. But then I noticed, I was like, no, William's face, he looks like he wants to fight someone. And I didn't understand who, because I didn't understand what was going on between him and Anthony. And
right.
I was like, and then I was
anything going on with him and Anthony. That was completely set up.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't know what the fuck was
going on. Because all he did was fight and leave. Did you notice that? Like, he didn't even stay at the party or anything.
Exactly. And he didn't even say, like, because they just said going back and forth on Instagram. They didn't insert no little screenshots of, like, what the post said or anything. So it had to be, like, just all set up for them to end up fighting. But that didn't work out too well for him because he got pushed in the pool.
Well, according to him, he said he did an interview on Instagram. I saw it I think yesterday, where he was saying, "Oh, they cut out my first punches," and the guy that interviewed him was like, "It was a tie." But I don't care about who won or lost.
Me either. It doesn't make me no
I feel
difference.
like you could tell,
Yeah,
and just with the edits and stuff like that, you never really know the whole story. It's gonna show you what they want you to see, the narrative that they want to push.
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying it as if he lost. I was just saying I would be embarrassed if I showed up to fight somebody and they pushed me in the pool, like in general, like type thing. Like that's not. I don't know. I wouldn't feel like I did what needs to be done.
I couldn't do it. Like if I end up in the pool, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm changing my name and I'm moving to a different country.
I also thought it was awkward how they had whoever he was. Honestly, y'all don't give me the line. The dude who had the fashion show in the beginning, when he came back to have that whole little speech with Milan and Carrion, like we already had them apologize to each other.
Oh my God!
So we did not need that.
That was just dragged out and stupid. Like he just needed something to say on camera. Like
exactly, because I was like, you already pressed Milan, quote unquote, or said whatever you had to say to him at the fashion show.
Like,
so why are you here?
Or something like, why are we?
Yeah,
I literally said the same thing verbatim. It's like we did not have to have a scene in at all.
At all. I was like, whatever.
But then so after the fight, Gutta was going off. Like he was ready to fight Will. And do you guys really think that, because from his perspective, he said that it was because Will fought his like best friend in the house. So do you think it was like anything more, or do you think it was alcohol or what?
I'm gonna let Meeko go first.
I love Gutta, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I do too.
But I feel like he just wants a reason to fight anybody. Like that was kind of stupid. Like he did that the last time there was a fight. Like, you know what I mean? And he's just angry.
Yeah.
It's like fight somebody already, didn't get it. Like if you just you need to get that off your chest, get it off your chest.
I think he really just wants to show that he has hands.
Yeah. He wants to.
It definitely is giving that. But I felt like my only problem. Well, I mean, people do call it out, so it's not really a problem. But I honestly wasn't too mad at Gutta just because I was like, he did use the excuse of, oh, my friend was drunk, like when William ran up. But I also feel like if Gutta is like wrong for like wanting to fight, then Rico, what is his name? Rico, what is the boy name? That's his name?
Wait,
Rico or Rio?
The friend, Rio.
Oh, that's a Rico. Yeah, it's Rio.
Close enough. I thought that it was still wrong for him to even be allowed on the show, because if Gutta's wrong for wanting to fight for his friend, then he shouldn't be able to fight for Milan, I guess, if that makes sense. Because like it's literally the same thing. Like Gutta is wrong for what he's doing. I'm not trying to justify at all what Gutta's doing, because William, he already know William don't want to fight.
I
don't think he's right though, because I don't
say that he's like right or wrong. I'm just like the behavior is just showing like you just want to fight, so just like pick somebody and fight him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't trying to make it seem like you were saying he was bad. I was just saying that like I feel like it's not the best look, I guess, if that makes sense. Just because we all know William's not a fighter, William not really, so it just doesn't look good for you to be trying to fight the person in the house who is not really going to get out there with you.
But speaking of not a good look, again, of course, Milan being fake as fuck, going to William and be like, "Don't worry, you handled your shit. Like you're good. Like you did what needs to be done. You're a bad boy." And then he goes to all the guys and he already got his ass whooped. Like he looks stupid. It's like, you had one opportunity to look good in this episode.
Right, because honestly, Darrell kept it real with him the whole time. He would say, he was like, "Girl, you already got whooped." And then when he was like,
he said the same
"You already got whooped
on.
twice." He was like, "You got whooped twice," and he was like, "No, only once." He was like, "Nah, remember when I beat you up in front of the gate?" I was like, "Yeah, that happened." Like it was unnecessary, but it happened.
On too. He was like, "You got whooped." He was like, "Stop."
So Milan could have just kept it real because William don't care.
Right, exactly.
He was still cool with Darrell after that.
Yeah. And then
I just feel like Milan is just fake just all around, so I don't think he's real.
Yeah.
Does anybody know why they waited till like this long into the episode or long into the day to get Jonathan to come back? It went from like you waited all day and night. Maybe they just wanted to set it up because they were drunk at that point.
Either that or maybe I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, because maybe they knew Rio was going to be there at a certain time and they wanted it to be Rio in the house too as well, like while it happened, so that way Milan didn't feel like he was by himself. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I can tell you that the timing of it all was very calculated. What the calculations were for, I don't know, but I can tell you that there was a reason. It was probably just that situation, because they probably waited to like it was already tensity in the house. And
you're
then,
right.
You know what I mean?
Like everybody's adrenaline was already going.
Yeah, like I just know like how they set those type of things up. They're very calculated with it all. Like, you know,
right.
I hate to like bring up my own experience, but remember at our reunion how Brown Sugar just ended up in our dressing room with everybody that she doesn't like.
Yeah,
right.
They made her wait outside for hella long, then walked her in there. They did that on purpose, like, you know what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. Like, everything is calculated with them.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, no, that makes sense.
I just don't know. I'm not on the inside on this one, so I don't know what the reason was why they waited to bring him back so late. But maybe that's what. But I know they wanted him there. He probably got there at the right time. Like tension was starting to like die down with William and Anthony, and then boom, here what's your name comes, you know. So
yeah, I mean, clearly they got him in at the right time because he was upstairs for what, 4 seconds, said one thing, "This is my room," and the fight happened.
He gave Rio, is it Rio or Rico?
Rio.
It's Rio.
Rio, okay, gave him a
My
shot.
bad.
Poured the shot in the mouth.
Right. I was like, wait, and then he.
Can we talk about that fight, please?
Yes.
Yes. Please.
You know, we haven't seen it all, but we know what happens.
But we know what happened, that first little part, like how you getting bing bonged into the corner like that.
Wait, can we talk about how
you run up first for your friend? Like, this ain't even your fight.
Right. And he didn't run up and throw a punch. He run up and like grab.
He like pushed him, and then he like pushed him, and then wait. So I didn't notice this until I went back and looked at it today. So you know how he has his red locks, or
Jonathan had him on in his confessional.
In his interview,
I can't wait to like. I'm really like, how did that happen? Like, yeah, he had like some red braids or something like that. And next thing you know, Jonathan has him on his head. But was it a wig?
But no, I don't know, because in his interviews, if you go back and look at all his interviews with his hat backwards, he's bald.
So basically,
remember I told you they filmed the confessionals after like once a week. Yeah, so this was his first day filming.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, did he get, like, if it was real, did all your real hair get ripped out, or
basically that's what it looked
like.
They could have been extensions. You know, guys are getting extensions now.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they were. I thought he put in clip-ins.
Oh no, it couldn't have. Like, it could have been extensions, but I feel like, you know how you braid hair and you just put the fake hair on top of your real hair? I feel like that's what it was. Like, his dreads weren't like all his real hair, and that shit just all got snatched out.
Because I know you guys seen that close up of him with his hair like sticking up after the chair fight on the internet. People zoomed in on it, and he has just like little like bald spots. And
where's it at?
Wait, hold on. Can I try and find it? I'm pretty sure.
I have not seen that. Oh
it
my
is
God.
the funniest thing. I know you saw that, Brandon.
Yeah, I saw it.
Tag me now.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be so mad if I can't find it.
I didn't feel bad for Rio though, because honestly, I feel like when he walked in the room, he was giving me hostile. Even when he asked for a shot, like it just the energy was already giving me like I wouldn't have gave him the shot because I don't feel bad for
Rio neither, because it's like you gonna come in here and jump in a fight that's not even yours. Like, for what? Let Milan to handle his own shit. He didn't beat up
bigger than him.
And I'm giving you a shot, even though I feel like there's probably some weird shit that's about to happen. And you're putting your lips on my bottle during COVID. I'm waterfalling it. Get your lips off my bottle.
I think he did waterfall it.
No, that's what I'm saying, is that he was waterfall pouring it into him, and then he still put his lips on it. It's like, come on. But yeah, and so that fight turns into another fight downstairs, because they fight during the party down there. In the preview where they show him uppercutting him.
Yeah, that one punch that literally slid him across the room. Oh my God. I was like,
I kept watching that over and over and over again.
I don't think anybody knew, like, unless they really knew who Jonathan was. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not just being petty. I didn't really know who he was. I don't think anybody that didn't know who he was expected him to be that, like, have those hands. I was like, God damn.
I feel like Milan expected it. That's why he called Rio.
But like, that was the one person who's Milan the same body weight as you. Like they're the same size. If anything,
They
it's a
are.
fairest fight in the house between,
Definitely.
Right. But I mean, how are you gonna just call your friend?
He's like a really dope hairstylist. He does like all the celebrities' hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I knew him from Megan Thee Stallion. She would always post with him when they used to kick it all the time.
Yeah.
I just like, how do you call your friend in to fight your battles? He gets into what, 2 fights, including getting hit with a chair, and you're just standing there watching. Like, we're not friends. We're not friends.
Never. After I got slid across that floor.
Mm-mm.
The way Natalie ran though, when Jonathan was, I don't know if y'all seen the clip, but like when Jonathan punched Rio and he like slid across the floor and Jonathan was like running back over there to get him, Natalie was like, "Oh shit, let me get the fuck out the way," and I did not blame her.
The second my head gets dented in with a chair, we're not cool anymore. If you do absolutely nothing about it, like I will never talk to you again.
It looks like it's gonna be crazy.
You said what?
You saw him talking to the police.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like it's gonna get crazy.
Okay. So, I might be wrong. I swear, because the outfits just didn't look real. I thought the cops were strippers, and then they just showed a clip of cop cars outside that they got from a stock footage. Like, do you think that I could be wrong? You think that he actually talked to the cops?
No, I think that's really the police. Where they're filming at out here. That's why they don't be liking the neighborhood, the people in the neighborhood, like the HOA community and stuff. They don't be liking them be throwing parties in the hills and stuff like that because shit like that happens and they hate it. So I know they probably called the police within the quickness.
Yeah, you would know. You live out there, so
yeah, and I'm pretty sure they called the police. They'll get too many coloreds over there, and then causing ruckus.
Yeah.
Screaming.
It's so funny. I always tell you guys about my brother-in-law, the straight guy, and he's literally just like, every time an episode ends with a cliffhanger, he's like, "God damn it, we're all week for this, man. Like, how do I end it on the fight?" It's hilarious.
They always do.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I just get annoyed when they like end it on a cliffhanger of a fight, and then they like, when they show it next time, they cut like part of it out, and I'm like, just show the whole thing again.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna show you that. That's what I'm saying. They don't always even show what they showed in the preview. It don't even be on the show.
Exactly.
But, cool. Can I ask a question that's like completely off topic?
Yeah.
Is Rio gay or straight or like what is he?
I was trying to figure that out.
I don't know. That is a good question.
No clue, because he seems very, very straight acting, especially in his interviews.
Yeah.
Usually have really good.
But then he seems kind of gay. And I was looking at his Instagram today, and I was like looking at some of the pictures, and I was just like,
yeah,
he could be bi.
Maybe. I don't know. Like
he has some times where he looks attractive, and then like he has some times.
I was gonna say in his interview without the red hair, I think he looks good.
Yeah, he does look better without his.
I think it's his pictures that he looks kind of good. He probably be using filters.
Okay. I was about to say he has maybe like thick eyebrows, but I can't say shit because mine are thick. But I don't know. I think he looked good in his interviews. Just I don't like the hair coming through the hat.
Oh yeah, the red hair, like Jonathan did him a favor by ripping that shit out. It looks stupid.
Yeah, no, he did him a huge favor. I mean, he's a hairstylist. He was just trying to tell him, like, let me help you out, sis. Like, I got you for free. I got you.
Not about the point. He got the discount. Right. Oh my god.
That is so funny. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that we didn't cover? Sorry, my nose.
I mean, I don't think so. Other than next episode, I mean, next episode is going to be like 5,000 fights, and then them trying to get the cops. It's just about to be wild.
I know. I'm excited for next episode. I just want to finish. I want to see how this fight ends up. I want to see Jonathan hitting niggas with chairs. Like that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see because the videos I've seen of that look like somebody recorded that from their phone. Like upstairs.
Oh no, it's definitely not from a camera.
I saw Zeus staff there, but they weren't even like. Where was security though? So like that's
exactly.
Honestly, I bet you that was early the next morning before production started filming, because like you said, like you see some of the security guards, but you don't see the cameraman anywhere near there.
Yeah, I don't see. I saw just a staff. Like I could tell they've been blocking out the staff spaces now, which I don't know why. Like we don't.
We know who everybody is.
Right.
They do that too much with Lenny all the
voice,
time.
everything.
Like if you watch the fucking trailer for the Jocelyn's Cabaret reunion when he's like talking to Kay Capri and he's like, we can't do
Everybody
all this.
knows that's Lenny.
Like we know your voice, Lemmy. Stop blurring your face out. Like we know
Right.
it's you. Just come out, bud. I don't know why they do that.
Maybe they have to do it this way now because of legal purposes or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're gonna do that, at least like edit the voice too, make his voice deeper or higher so that we can
just cut the whole damn scene. Because we didn't
exactly.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, I'm excited for our next episode, and I appreciate you guys for coming back to do this considering the whole issues with last time. So thank you, Brendan, for doing this twice.
We don't have a problem if it happens again.
Oh no. Oh, if it happens again, this whole thing going in the trash. I'm gonna throw the whole computer away.
If it happens again, we're gonna go find Haggis. What's her name? The girl from the support.
This raggedy.
We're gonna go at her.
Marjorie, this raggedy ass support from Zoom. We go into Zoom headquarters if this shit happens.
And I'm gonna file a complaint.
And I want to talk to Marjorie face to face. And I'm gonna take somebody that can kick her in the shin.
I'm gonna turn into a Karen.
There we go.
Right. Do you have a wristband?
No, I was a Karen in the live chat. I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. It was such a Karen. It was bad.
Let me talk to your supervisor.
Right, exactly. And then she's like, I'm the owner of Zoom. I'm going to be like, okay, you have a wonderful day. See you later.
Shareholders.
Yeah. Well, hey, Nat, this hasn't been a time, we haven't done this where we've like done our Zoom and then we've only had like a couple days until the next episode. So usually it feels like we have a whole week. So now I'm excited. We only got a couple days till we get to do this again.
Again, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm excited too. I can't wait for next episode.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thank you guys again. And thank you, Brandon. It was great having you.
Of course. Thank you for having me on, you guys.
And okay, so everyone, Meeko, give your plugs.
All right, you guys. Y'all know who I am, Meeko Taylor. You can go and follow me on Insta, Meeko_Taylor. I got some new music coming out. You can go stream me on all streaming platforms, music videos, everything. Like I'm everywhere. Just search Meeko Taylor.
Brandon, give your plugs.
And you can find me on everywhere, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, at Mr. Mars with 2 A's in the Mars.
And guys, follow me at Don't Touch My Hair. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, more visuals. That's where all the interviews, the Bad Boys after shows go. We got some stuff coming up for you. So I'm really excited for you guys to see some new content. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to be a part of the after show, since we had Brandon on, we might bring someone on new next episode. So comment down below what you thought about the episode and let us know if you want to join us and talk some shit. Thank you guys. Hope you have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Next time.